Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just getting ready here. Myself, Matt Hamilton, joined by junior world champion Mason Hargrove from the host nation of next year's World Championships. We're here to call our first finals today. It's the women's Squirt kayak finals here at the ICF Freestyle World Championships from Nottingham, England. What do you think, Mason? Who's going to do it today?
It's going to be tight between all of these ladies. Hitomi, she has some big mystery moves, but Audie yesterday hit the ICF all-time record for the highest scores in squirt boating ever. Alex McClure has some really slicey ends. Anna Bruno has some technical moves. Tamsin never stops moving her boat. I'm excited to see how this all shakes out.
Absolutely. It's definitely a battle between what we like to call the mystery move, which is an underwater move, where they're scoring a ton of points underwater and also getting a multiplier that multiplies against their score. And so they're battling against the people that are technicians, throwing a ton of surface moves there. So we'll have to see. When we get on to the men's, we definitely have a little bit of battle there. We've got Taff Sibley, who, from what I understand, this isn't actually his first World Championships, as we said the other day. He was, I believe, in Toon in 2009. So he's been to a World Championships before, but he is a mystery move specialist. You can see some of the athletes getting ready here. We've got Hojo introducing Alex McClure of Ireland. She's been squirt boating for about 3 or 4 months before this event. Tried it out, trained really hard, thought it was really cool, really neat. And here she is in our ladies finals. She had an amazing ride, one of the best rides she's ever had. Yesterday is what she said. And here she is. She's made it to the finals at the World Championships.
Yeah, Alex's brother, also Dave McClure, competing in the World Championships. It's awesome to see a brother-sister duo here. Alex always smiling, always enjoying the river, always talking to everyone. She's a pleasure to be around. Next up to be introduced is Anna Bruno. She qualified in 4th place for this finals. She'll be our second paddler to be up out of the P&W, writer for Kayak Session magazine, working with the World Class Kayak Academy. Anna does it all, an amazing creek boater. She competed in the women's K1 class earlier today, and then showing us how she is one of the best squirt boating women in the world.
That's right, Anna's getting interviewed there. Just a couple quick questions to introduce these athletes to the world before they go here in this ICF Canoe Freestyle World Championships. All right, you guys can't hear what Anna's really saying there. Unfortunately, not able to link the interviews here to the live feed. We're going to work on that as we move forward. Dave Hojo from Colorado doing those interviews. You see Alex there with a big smile as she gets ready to go.
Yeah, it looks like she's brushing off her boat, making sure she's ready to go. There's Hitomi. You see how she's wearing bib number 1. She is a former world champion in the K1 class, but she's also very skilled in the squirt boat class as well. She qualified in 3rd position yesterday, so this is her run at a medals in her first event.
All right, so tactics out here today, Mason. We're looking for mystery moves. These squirt boaters want those mystery moves. A head under mystery move gives them 2 times their entire score. So if they get head under, sustain it for 2 seconds or longer, they get both 20 seconds for every second they're under the water, and then they also get that 2 times multiplier. So if you do a 10-second mystery move, that's going to be 200 points times 2. That's 400 points, and that's before you even get to your technical points. So that mystery move score also multiplies to your technical score. So you're going to see a combination pretty much from every athlete of mystery moves and some of the technical flat water moves. We're going to see tricky woos. We're going to see woo trickies. We're going to see what's called screwing around, which is all past vertical ends. So looking to be more than 110 degrees vertical with their boats. So what we call a bow screw, they link it to a stern screw, to another bow screw, and then to a stern screw.
Yeah, a lot of these athletes are going to try and do tricks that flow into the others. They've been working out a certain routine so that if they do, let's say, a cartwheel, they can flow it straight into a tricky woo and then maybe right into a woo tricky. I think a lot of these athletes have this ride they've been planning for months. They know how many points it's going to take to be on top of that podium.
And last but not least, let's bring down Audie Robinson-Shaw.
All right, our current leader, Audie Robinson-Shaw, is about to be interviewed, but today it's a clean slate. When you move on to the next round, it's anybody's game, and we start over again. Doesn't matter how well you did in the previous round, although she does have the tactic of being able to go last, so she knows what she'll have to do to be the world champion when she gets her last ride.
She does. So each of these competitors are going to get 3 rides, and only their best one is going to count. So what some of these athletes might do is go for a kind of conservative ride beginning, make sure they get a lot of points on the board, and then go hard the last 2 rides. I know that's my tactic when I compete, and so I'm excited to see what these ladies are actually going to do. Audie trying to win a gold at every single event she's competing in. She's competing in squirt boating, C1 women, and K1 women. It's absolutely amazing to see her be so efficient in every single discipline of kayaking she is in.
Well, that's excellent. All right, so Audie Robinson-Shaw in the first place position right now.
All right, Dave Hojo
Saying
saying we're getting ready to kick things off here. We're going to get these ladies on the water here for the Squirt Kayak Finals here in the ladies at the ICF Canoe Freestyle Championships 2022 from Nottingham, England. Myself, Matt Hamilton, and Mason Hargrove. We're going to be bringing the action to the world here, doing our best from the announcing booth. We're watching from a screen just like yourselves, so we're going to do our best to call it. Hopefully the TV guys give us good angles today. They're getting better at them. They seem to understand what the Squirt athletes are doing. As we see Alex McClure making her way up to the top of the eddy. She wants to drop in for a mystery move right away, getting her head under. There it is. Hopefully maybe going for 2 seconds, trying an exit move there. Let's see what she's got for us. All right, she's going to move in. She's going to start her flat water routine. Nice big vertical ends right away from Alex. So, and she's a nice solid strong paddler. Going for a washout there. Not quite getting it vertical. She's going for a washout in the other direction as she makes her way up the eddy. There's a nice sweet deep spot right just about where she is. Looks like a good spot. Going past vertical for a bow screw. She's going to try and go for a bow screw in the other direction. All right, setting it up, going for a one-arm bandit. She's going to go for one-arm bandit again in the other direction, or that's what she did yesterday. Oh, looks like maybe she's going to try for that tricky woo as she brings it around. She's going to slam that third end down all on one blade. Solid ride from Alex McClure. We're seeing our scores come up on the screen here at the bottom. They're preliminary scores as the judges tally things up. When it turns green, that's her score.
Yeah, we're seeing 250, but that mystery move multiplier is going to kick in right there. There, you see it, 330 points. It's going to keep going up from there. Alex just looking on to the crowd, looking for her score. There, it turns green, 330 points. That's going to be Alex's first ride score, a solid score to start it up.
Absolutely, an amazing solid score to start our Squirt ladies. I think that's better than she scored yesterday to get her into the 5th spot yesterday, which qualified her for our women's Squirt Kayak final. As you see the other ladies getting ready to go. Next up, we'll have
Anna Bruno from the United States of America, repping bib number 12. You can look, she's looking over at the judges. They're getting ready. She's closing her eyes, looking through her ride in her head one last time, getting all of those moves ready. She's ready to throw down in the finals. There's a thumbs up. Anna sliding off that beautiful carpet ramp and getting set for her first ride here in the finals. Crowd's getting loud.
And here we are as Anna makes her way up to the top of the eddy line. Starting right off into some nice vertical ends, looking for some split wheels. And bringing it around into some cartwheels, cleaning it up into a bow screw, going for a washout, looking to go past vertical with that screwing around. And there she goes, getting all those past vertical ends, past 110 degrees. Sets back up into the eddy. She's going to go for a one-arm bandit. All right, going forward in the opposite direction. Trying to get both those one-arm bandits on the board. Looking good as she makes her way up. She wants to get that mystery move. She's going to drop into the seam. There it is, dropping her edge down, working her way down, getting about shoulder deep. So maybe a 1.75 multiplier with a little bit of a mystery exit there. Nice and high. Some few seconds there. She's going past vertical in the other direction as she leaves the Squirt arena. Solid ride from the American Anna Bruno.
Yeah, look at those scores heading on up. She did get that 1.7 multiplier, so we'll see how much that helps her out. Looks like she's already topped Alex's ride with the 408. We're still waiting for the judges. There's a 490. It's still going up. We'll see how it's going to be. 580. Anna's score just keeps rising. There's a beautiful shot of our Red Bull Arch in our squirt boating arena. Judges are tabulating. These judges have been through a strict course to make sure they know how all these tricks are being scored. There it is, 582 points for Anna Bruno, moving her into that top spot. We have 3 amazing paddlers to come. Hitomi Hikaku is going to be up next.
Absolutely, Mason. The Japanese paddlers are always strong here in this.
There's Hitomi. If you look at her, she's using hand paddles for this, opting to use those to help her get a better mystery move. It's a little bit easier to use the hand paddles to get under and stay under, so you're not getting all caught up with the paddle. Hitomi's paddling out to the middle of the feature, getting ready for her ride.
Unfortunately, Mason and I have just lost our visual
there
here as we can see her. It looks like she just did a mystery up into a mystery exit. She works her way back into the eddy, getting set up. Looks like she's got some nice vertical ends going here, going for a woo tricky maybe. As it links into some cartwheels. Pass vertical, going for that screwing around. Pass vertical, doing a bow screw to a stern screw. Solid ride so far for Hitomi Takaku of Japan. Going for that woo tricky again there. She swings it around. She's going to link that into some cartwheels. Going past vertical in the other direction. Still got 13 seconds left on the clock as she's tallying up a large score here. Going clean cartwheels to the left. Looks like she maybe was trying for a clean split. There we go, cleaning it up in the other direction. That'll be it for Hitomi. A solid ride here as we see the score ticking up at the bottom of the board here. Let's see where she ends up.
Yeah, you see how she kept throwing those tricks. If you initiate that trick as the buzzer's going, you can finish that trick. So maybe she chose to do one of her tricks that takes a lot of time and finish that one as she was going. We're just waiting for the judges to add up those scores, but it's looking like it's going to be a solid ride from Hitomi. 695. Is it going to go up? No, she's smiling. She knows she threw down a big ride here in the finals. Her coach there is just showing her how she did it, how she can make some critiques to her ride to get an even bigger score. She still has 2 rides left after this one. All right, it went green, 693 points for Hitomi, a solid first ride score.
Amazing first ride from Hitomi Takaku there. You can see she's pretty happy with that. Moving her all the way up into first place. You can see our leaderboard board so far. But we still have our top 2 competitors from semifinals yesterday still to go, as Tamsin McConkey is on deck.
Tamsin never stops moving her boat. You're about to see some ends slicing through the water. She is a technician with her moves, and she has a solid mystery move.
There she is, Tamsin on bib 147. All right, as she's slinging the ends around here. Oh, nice and vertical. I think we've got our technical difficulties figured out as Tamsin's going past vertical for that screwing around, linking it all together. This is an amazing ride from Tamsin McConkey of the Great Britain as she sets back up. She's going to try and clean things up, going for a clean bow screw there, linking into a screwing around. 4 past vertical ends, which is a bow screw, stern screw, bow screw, stern screw. And looking maybe for a 1-arm bandit there. She's got 19 seconds left. She's going to go out and try and multiply her score. So remember, head under for 2 seconds. We'll give her 2 times her score. And looks like, she disappeared. Nice mystery exit there. As she's slinging some ends, going past vertical. She makes her way to the bottom of the arena, going for a 1-arm bandit. I think she did them in both directions. That was a solid ride.
Tamsin showing us why she is in the finals. She just threw down so many ends. Matt got lost count. I lost count. I hope the judges didn't lose count. That was absolutely amazing. Look at that score, bumping up 800 points, all back down to 700. I guarantee you it's going to keep going up. There it is, 918. Will it break that 1,000-point barrier? I know she can. She's already broken it before in the earlier rounds, but she just wants to throw down a huge ride in the finals to get her a medal or on top of the podium. 943. It's still going, waiting for it to go green.
Okay. We'll have to get another one. All right, Mason. That's right. We're just having the technical guys coming by, confirming that things are working for us here. We're watching on a screen, and we lost our screen for a little bit there. But we're back. We're live. 918.33 points for the Great Britain paddler. That comes through and confirms it in the green there, moving her into the lead. But I think it's going to be a tough lead to keep with Ottilie Robinson-Shaw up next, also from Great Britain.
Yeah, Audie almost broke 2,000 points yesterday. I know she wants to break 2,000 points today. She has Supercoat Dennis Newton helping her put her ride together, but here she goes. She's charging up to the seam to go ahead and get that mystery move. Oh wait, actually she's starting her technical moves first, changing it up from yesterday. We'll see what she's gonna do here. I'm excited to watch this, and there she goes.
There we go, right away into some cleans, holding her paddle nice and tall, getting those clean split wheels, showing some incredible core strength and control. This is incredibly difficult as she links it into a tricky woo, starting the tricky woo clean into some nice cartwheels. She's going to reset again, going the other way, going for a tricky woo in the other direction, bringing it around, getting full 180-degree rotation there. She does a woo tricky, brings it right around, selling it. The judges a nice vertical end as she goes past vertical into the screwing around, getting those 4 past vertical ends, a bow screw into a stern screw. She's going to make her way up to the top of the eddy here to what we call the seam or the squeeze, and she's going to shark her way in and work her way down under the water. Looks like maybe she just got her head under the water there as she gets some more past vertical ends as she makes her way down the eddy line here in this Squirt arena.
Wow, what a big ride from Audie. Without even her multiplier, she's already in second place with that ride. This is absolutely amazing. She knows what it takes to be a world champion. Audie not stopping for anyone. I don't think she got the mystery move that she wanted, but she still has 2 more rides to throw down the biggest score she can. But I think with this multiplier that's about to hit her score, she's going to move into that top position.
Yeah, it just went up a lot. It just doubled. There's that mystery multiplier right there. Wow. She's on her way up. 1586, not the 1920 I believe she got yesterday, which is a pretty amazing score.
Still a solid ride from Audie.
Well, it's putting her in the lead, so it's the best we've seen so far
It
here
is.
in the women's squirt kayak final.
Wow, 1,586 points. A ginormous score from Audie. Let's see how the other ladies respond to that one, Matt. Do you think they're going to come back and throw some riskier rides, go for some longer mystery moves?
Well, I think right now what it's going to take is a longer mystery move to move anybody up. This is the exact same order we had coming out of our semifinals into our finals here. These ladies we're seeing Alex McClure from Ireland throwing some nice vertical ends, splitting it up, spinning around, maybe trying to get clean there for a second. She's going for a split. She's going to pull it around into the woo. Tricky woo. Getting some more cartwheel ends there. Trying to really rack up her score. Going for a washout. Going to go for a washout in the other direction, getting it spinning just before. And let's see what she's got for us here. Going for a party trick. So from upside down to a bow stall. Definitely selling the bow stall. Maybe going for a pirouette there. She's looking at the clock. She knows she's got 15 seconds left, so she's going to charge up here and try and get that mystery move. Let's see what Alex has. She's always got a big smile. She'll be happy with whatever it is. She works to try and get that mystery move. Oh, not quite getting her head under. I think she's going to stick with her first ride score of 330 points.
Yeah, I look up on the bank and you see all the Irish paddlers. They're stoked. I think they're the most team spirit I've seen from any country. She's got a 112-point ride. She'll stick with her first ride score. You were right, Matt. But she'll be stoked with that. She still has one more ride to put herself on top of the podium.
That's right, Mason. These ladies get 3 rides today. The best one will count. And you know what we forgot to mention so far? We're crowning a world champion here today at the end of this. We're going to have our medal ceremony just after, so stay tuned for that. Once we're done our men's, we're going to move downstream to our podium area. All right, so next up, we've got Anna Bruno of the United States.
Anna Bruno coming out here from the PNW Washington area. She does every type of kayaking, creek boating, freestyle, squirt boating, you name it, she does it. She's excited to be out here. She told me her goals for this were to not get a 0 in K1 and to make finals in squirt, and she's done both of those.
And there she goes, starting off right into a nice tall split wheel, going for a clean end there. Not quite getting the momentum through it that she was looking for. Sets back up into the sweet spot. Goes for a nice bow screw into a screwing around. Those 4 past vertical ends. Adding a little extra one in there, hopefully maybe for the washout at the end as she goes for a screwing around in the other direction. Not quite getting that 4th end as she works into maybe going for a bow screw. She's got 20 seconds left. She knows what it's going to take. She needs that big mystery move here to move her score up to maybe a podium slot. Let's see what Anna's got as she works her way down. Not quite getting the boat under for the mystery. Going for a washout or a one-arm bandit. No, there's the one-arm bandit for us there. As she sets up toast for the one-arm bandit in the other direction. Solid ride from Anna Bruno. I don't think it's going to get up to her first ride of 582 points, which was a great ride.
Yeah, Anna just coming in around a 400-point ride. I think once the multiplier hits her initial score, but that's all right. She still has one more. These are just the throwaway rides right now. She's probably going to throw this one away and say to herself, all right, this is the finals. I'm going for it all. 357 points is going to be Anna's second ride score, not being that 582 that she had on the first one, but she has what it takes to move into a medal position.
She absolutely does. She'll have one more ride to show if she's got it for us here today. See some of the replays there. Anna going Yeah, so 357 is her score. She's going to stick with 582. Nice replay of Anna slinging a few ends there. All right, next up, Hitomi Takaku of Japan.
Sporting those awesome wooden hand paddles. Hitomi using the hand paddles, trying to get an easier mystery move. You're not getting all caught up with the paddle. She knows how important that mystery move is to your actual score. Looks like she's going to go straight for that mystery move to start off. Try and use all of her energy on that, then go into her flat water routine. She drops in down and drops down.
Yeah, getting her head almost under. I saw just the tip of the helmet. Nice little mystery exit move there. As she backs into the center of the eddy. A nice deep spot there. You're going to see her flat water moves, going for a woo tricky right away. And into some screwing arounds. Nice pass vertical ends, linking the bow screw to the stern screw. 4 ends to qualify as the screwing around. Nice and vertical, going for a woo tricky in the opposite direction as she brings it right around into a tricky woo. Woo tricky to tricky woo. That's my signature move, Mason. I like doing the woo tricky to tricky woo into the pass vertical, screwing around right away in a short period of time. It gets you a ton of points on the board. You can see she's got 470 points, 528 as it tallies up by the judges there. Clean split wheels, adding some big points to her score there. She wants to be on that podium.
Very nice ride from Hitomi. You can see she's trying to get every bonus added to those tricks. She's sticking her hands up and out of the water and trying to use her body weight to throw that boat around. Look at those over vertical ends. Very nice screwing around, trying to score as many points as she can. If you stick those, see how she sticks her hands out of the water, you can get what's called a clean bonus, and it'll add an extra multiplier to your ride. What I'm looking at, 855, that score is still going up. I think this is gonna definitely up her first ride score. It might still keep her in this 3rd place position, but it's not over till that light goes green and the judges confirm everything. Her coach is helping her up there. She's squeezing out of that squirt boat.
There you go. These boats are custom cut, as we like to say for us. We do float tests to see that they float a neutral so that things can go. We've got Hitomi's score coming in. It's now up to 915. 915, 3-3. Wow, that is tight between the bronze and silver medal positions. Hitomi almost getting up into that silver medal position. Later today, we'll be doing our medal ceremonies and crowning our ICF Canoe Freestyle Squirt Kayak Women's World Champion. That's a big mouthful, Mason. I think I spit it all out there. We're bringing this here to the world, guys. Squirt boating is one of my favorite things to do. I know a bunch of people were turning in just to watch the squirt boating today as we move on to our current silver medalist.
Tamsin is, I think Tamsin is actually underwater. Oh no, she's not. There she was. She was in the frame. But Tamsin, the crowd here is getting loud. She's the local girl. She's been out here training all the time, also competing in C1 Women. She's in finals for C1 Women as well. So multiple discipline athlete, and this is her starting her ride.
There you go. Right away, you can see her going for some big clean ends, getting a clean split in there, trying to get that heli wheel bonus in there, throwing her paddle around in the air. She gets nice vertical ends, going for a split wheel. Bringing it around, going for a split in the other direction. Oh, I think she was looking for the tricky woo there, but not quite getting it around. Seems to be struggling to get her ends up a little bit here. She moves back into the sweet spot in the middle of the eddy. Oh, I know where she's headed. She's headed up for that mystery move. She wants to multiply her score. So she's been doing a bunch of freestyle, then going up and doing her mystery move, dropping there she goes. Head under, comes up with a nice mystery exit. Nice pass vertical into a screwing around as she makes her way down here. She's still got 8 seconds left. Rolling up, going for screwing around in the other direction as she leaves the mystery arena. When they hit the end of the mystery arena, if they've initiated a move, it'll still finish even if they're outside of the squirt arena. Solid ride from Tamsin McConkey of Great Britain.
Yeah, that was an awesome ride by Tamsin. She got a little caught up on her routine there. Maybe something felt right. Maybe she tapped the bottom of this concrete course. I was showing Taft some pictures of the course with it had no water, and it's basically a giant bowl. So you'll see some of these athletes, they have to be in the middle of the eddy to do these tricks. These boats are long and slicey, so you have to make sure you're in the deep spot. If not, you'll tap the bottom, it'll throw you off your whole routine. Looks like Tamsin's coming with a 5:38, but we're still waiting for that multiplier to come in. The judges are just adding up all the scores. Each of these, oh, it went green, 5:38. Definitely not her best ride score. She's going to stick with her first ride. But next, we're on to our top seed paddler, Audley Robinson-Shaw. She's already thrown down a 1,500-point ride. She has a 1,900 in her back pocket, but we know she can do a 2,000.
I think it would be pretty amazing here in her this is her second ride.
Second ride.
All right, we're not on our third ride. We got one more to go here after this. This is Tamsin's second ride here. Then we'll move up to the top of the order for our third and final ride here in our women's final, where they get 3 rides. Best one will count. Tams, all right, here comes Audley Robinson-Shaw right away. Big, clean heli wheels. Oh, dropping her paddle.
Oh, no.
A little bit of a bobble. She gets it. She's a competitor, right back into it as she's throwing those ends around nice and vertical, selling it to the judges. She's actually paddling Claire O'Hara, who's a multi-time world champion in the Squirt boat's old boat, as she does a nice tricky woo. And she's going for a woo tricky into, looks like clean ends with a heli wheel into a clean split wheel. Going past vertical, there we go. It looks like she's probably going to start doing a screwing around. She's got 12 seconds left on the clock. She's got 10 seconds. Oh, she's going to have to hustle to get a mystery move in here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, she initiates it right at the buzzer. Does she get her head under? Yeah, she does, to get that mystery multiplier. Definitely cool to see her use all of her time and right at the buzzer drop out. If these athletes initiate that mystery move before the end of their time, they continue to keep the clock rolling while they're underwater and continue to score moves. So it's a really interesting plan to do that, to get a lot of extra points on the board.
Yeah, Audie's a real competitor. You can tell she's experienced in the competition world. She knows what she needs to do, and she's so aware of where she is at in the eddy, in the whitewater, and she is aware of the time as well. You saw that she used that full 60 seconds and timing that last mystery drop at the last possible second. Looks like she's coming with the 9:20. The scores might come up a little bit more. The judges are just adding in the multipliers for her mystery move, and it went 9:20.67. Definitely not her highest scoring ride, but that ride would still get her in first position. It's kind of crazy that Audie's lower scoring rides are still making her in first.
She's definitely a dominant athlete in this women's squirt kayak competition. As we have Alex McClure from Ireland trying to get the crowd riled up for her third and final ride here. She's definitely having a lot of fun, maybe more fun than everybody else. She made it here to the finals. Let's see what she's got for her last ride as she works her way up. Let's see if she's got a mystery move. There it is. She dropped her head right under. There's a little bit of a mystery exit. Maybe an exit 1 or exit 2 there. As she works back into the eddy, going for a washout right off the bat. She's just smiling. She doesn't care. She's here in the finals. She's got a solid score on the board. I think she's she's making her way. I thought she was going to go up to the top and try another mystery. But there she is. Nice big split wheel into some cartwheels. Going to spin it around. She's going to split it maybe in the other direction. And some nice vertical ends. She goes for another split wheel. She's going to try and spin it around, get the woo tricky on the board. Actually, I think that was a tricky woo. She started off the bow. 10 seconds left, going for the one-arm bandit. She's going to try that maybe in the other direction. Trying to get her bow up, going for a washout. There it is for Alex McCure of Ireland.
That is time. That was her last run in this World Championships for the squirt boating class. She has to be so proud of how far she's made it. I know how much hard work she's put in. Look at that big old smile. She's just so stoked to be out here. Let's see some of these beautiful replays of Alex. Look at those over vertical ins. Look at that party trick. Nice and vertical, maybe even going clean. Alex, amazing ride, 177 points. Not her best ride. She'll stick with her first ride score of 333. So we know Alex is in 5th position. The top 4 can still be mixed up. Let's see what Anna can throw down. Is she gonna move that top 3 positions around? We will wait and see. I'm excited.
Absolutely. If Anna is unable to get a higher ride than 915 points, she'll be out of the medal running because this is her 3rd and final ride here in this women's squirt kayak finals.
Yeah, this is it. This is the big boy. This is the time to throw down your last run in a World Championships. I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm stoked. It's going to be awesome.
All right, here's Anna Bruno's 3rd and final ride in the women's squirt kayak finals here at home Pierpoint Country Park in Nottingham, England. We're for the ICF Canoe Freestyle World Championships 2022. And here it is, Anna Bruno from the United States. Works her way down. She's trying to get that mystery move. Getting about chest deep, trying to maybe get shoulder deep with a mystery exit. She's going to charge back into the eddy. Right away into a, looks like it's going to be a screwing around, which is 4 past vertical ends, a bow screw, stern screw, bow screw, stern screw. There she is. Spinning it around. She's going to do it in the opposite direction, so she's got it in both directions. Ooh, really past vertical ends there, keeping the momentum going. As she's setting up here, looks like she's going to go for a split wheel. And she's going for a split wheel in the other direction. And then she's going to go for, it looks like another split wheel. I bet she's going to try and pull it around. Oh, she tried to bring it around for a tricky woo. She's going to go for one-arm bandit. One-arm bandit in the other direction. And she's going for a bow screw. Looks like maybe a party trick right at the buzzer to finish her off a ride with a nice smile. Waves to the crowd. Solid ride for the American Anna Bruno.
Yeah, that was Anna's last ride of this World Championships in the squirt boating class. She's nodding it off. She's done everything she can. All she can do now is sit back and watch and wait for her score to come in. She threw some amazing over vertical ends there, not having her boat stop. It was a pleasure to watch. There's another look at that mystery move. Look at that amazing exit move. 512 points. She's not going to up her ride. So we know our medals now. We have our top 3 secured. It's just what position are they going to be in?
Yeah, what color are those medals going to be? What step are they going to be on the podium? Here it is. That's pretty exciting. We know right now that Hitomi, Tamsin, and Ottilie will be taking home a medal. Let's see what color it's going to be. Hitomi Takaku of Japan is up next.
She is. She has what it takes to get there. Only 3 points separate her and Tamsin. So she has the ride in her back pocket. It's time to pull it out and pay the banker. It's time to cash that check. It's time to get on your ride. Here we go, Hitomi.
Hitomi choosing to use those hand paddles. They help with the mysteries once you're underwater. It makes it a little bit harder to initiate it. Getting her head under with a nice mystery exit. Solid start to this ride here. Hitomi wants to move up to a higher step on the podium. Let's see what she's got for us right away. Throwing into a woo tricky and then cleaning things up. She goes past vertical, going for a bow screw. Screwing around here. Bow screw, stern screw. Bow screw to stern screw for those 4 past vertical ends. Woo tricky. She's getting those on the board in both directions now. as she goes past vertical again for the screwing around. Making it around. Mason getting a shot for the Instagram world. As Hitomi, looking for that clean split, not quite getting it. She's got a few seconds left on the clock. Right at the buzzer, she's going past vertical. Solid ride for Hitomi Takaku. Ooh, that's going to be tight as to whether she gets it. Let's see what the mystery multiplier has to say on that one. Did she get that fully sustained head under mystery? That's going to be a big contributing factor to this as to whether her score keeps tacking up. Right now, you can see 499.33 on the board. I have a feeling it is going to be somewhere around that. We'll have to see, Mason.
It's going to be tight. It really is. We slowly see those scores ticking up. Oh, it looks like Hitomi's going to stick with her first ride of a 579. So she is in bronze medal position. She already has one medal for this World Championships, and she's still in the race for the K1. So we now, Tanzan and Audie are battling it out for gold. Tanzan has a ride that beats 1,500. We've seen her hit over 1,000-point rides in the prelims round. Do you think she's going to throw it on now? Who knows? It's going to be awesome to watch. She is ready, splashing water in her face. She's
That's right, Mason. The Great Britain crowd is going wild. They know this is a battle of the Great Britain teammates right now, and that's a cool story. Top two ladies are going to be from her home nation as Tamsin McConkey starts off with some beautiful vertical ends, trying to clean split, doing the heli wheel, getting those style points as she's cartwheeling around, going past vertical there with a washout. Maybe she's going to go for a screwing around here for over vertical ends. There it is. Keeping it going. Nice vertical, stalling it up, maybe trying to change it around in the other direction, trying to clean into that next washout. She links it right into some more past vertical ends, looking for that screwing around. She knows she's got 25 seconds left on the clock for her as she's moving up. She wants that mystery multiplier and then maybe even some of those mystery time points as she's under, head under, coming up nice big vertical end for a mystery exit. Trying to get some past vertical here. She's got a few seconds left on the clock. Going for those one-arm bandits just as she's leaving the mystery arena. There it is. Oh, she's doing a tricky woo. She's not in the arena. She's flowing down to where Mason and I are hiding in a trailer. She just wants to keep it going as she comes down through the twin wave feature. And that'll be Tamsin's third and final ride here at the 2022 ICF Freestyle Canoe World Championships.
Yeah, that's Tamsin last ride. We'll see what the judges score. It's 800 points. It's going up. Is she going to beat that 918 that she put down in her first ride score? We will have to see. I see an 847. There's no telling. Look at that awesome shot at the British flag flying over there. Everyone's coming to watch. It's a 940, 994. It is going to beat her score. Is it going to break the 1,000-point barrier? Nope. 994 points. She ups her ride. But we know our world champion, Audley Robertson-Shaw, has her first gold medal of this event.
That's right. Our ICF Canoe Freestyle champion here in 2022. Women's Squirt Kayak is Audley Robinson-Shaw of Great Britain with a 1,586.67 at this point. She's got another ride to potentially improve on that. She had 1920 yesterday, which was a new record here for the ICF competition in women's Squirt Kayak. Let's see what she's got for you. It's a bit of a victory lap for her, and then we're going to get on with our men's. There she goes right away into some great ends, nice and vertical, cleaning it up, holding her paddle nice and high, getting some heli bonuses as well. Clean entry to her tricky woo there. She goes into some cartwheels. She's going to reset right away into a split wheel, brings it around, making it a tricky woo. There we go. Looking for a woo tricky now. Spins it right around. There it is. And she'll link that right into some nice past vertical ends. Bow screw to stern screw, bow screw to stern screw, bow screw, stern screw. Keeps going with those. Get the screwing around. And you know what? She's got 18 seconds left on the clock, and she wants to get a massive downtime here to multiply that score. Let's see what she's got. Nice and slow. She screws in. She's underwater. Huge mystery exit. Going past vertical in the other direction as she makes her way down through the arena. Solid victory run for Audley Robinson-Shaw, showing us why she is the 2022 ICF Canoe Freestyle World Champion in women's squirt kayak.
What an amazing show we just had. All these women threw all they had into these rides. They put all their heart and soul into freestyle kayaking. 15:06, the score is still going up. 15:60, is it going to break that 1600 barrier? I hope it does. Look at this beautiful replay of Audie not using her paddle, going super clean. 16:13, she does break that 1600 barrier. Is it going to keep going up? Audie, she is an amazing person, amazing paddler, always smiling. 16:13, that will be the winning ride score for Audie Shaw Robertson. I have a feeling that's going to challenge some of the men's scores as well.
Well, I believe yesterday she had the highest scoring ride of the squirt competition, including the men's here in Nottingham. It was the highest score a woman has ever had in an ICF competition in the women's squirt kayak. Pretty amazing to see Audley up there stepping it up, showing the men how to do it. But now we're going to be moving on in just a few minutes to our men's final. Pretty amazing to see. We now have a world champion to hang a medal around here at our medal ceremonies just a few minutes after the men's. We'll be moving downstream, so stick around for that. It will be on the live stream. We'll be bringing that to you. So we're just going to take a few minute break, catch our breath before the men's squirt final here in Nottingham, England.
Competition, you set a record, you were pretty much a favorite, you still had to work for it, but does this mean anything more to you that it's in front of all of your GB family?
I think so. This is where I learnt to squirt boat, and all the people in Nottingham who are so supportive. Like, this is why we're good. This place, it makes us good, yeah.
No, that is extraordinary that you got to win here in front of your home crowd. Now you're going to have to go forward and defend your competition, defend your championship. Are you concerned that other squirt boat features aren't going to be quite as comfortable to you to this feature?
I give it my best, but I'm looking forward to the next competition, yeah.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to you to years and years of competition. Again, ladies and gentlemen, your first place women's squirt boat for 2022 ICF Freestyle Championships, Audie Robinson-Shaw.
Am I done?
You're done. Get out of here.
Stay there, Rocky. Stay there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, myself, Matt Hamilton, and Mason Hargrove here bringing you the 2022 ICF Canoe Freestyle World Championships from Nottingham, England. We're going to get started with the men's squirt boat in just a few minutes here. We'll be back with you bringing that action in just a few seconds. All right, Mason, what do you think here? This men's finals for the ICF Canoe Freestyle Championships 2022. We're here at home Pierpoint Country Park in Nottingham, England. This is brought to you by Direct Business Solutions. Their sponsors are Jaffa, Aquapack, Gill, British Canoeing, Flow Exo Kayaks, and of course, the Nottinghamshire County Council is helping us out to make sure that this event is happening here in Nottingham. Men's Squirt will be here on the water for our finals. We'll be crowning a world champion in just a few minutes. We also have reigning world champion Clay Wright in the heat. Our heat's going to start off with Sam Wilson and Jamie Austin, then Clay Wright, Taft Sibley, Alex Edwards. Looks like it's a battle between the USA and Great Britain.
I'm excited to watch this. It's going to be the battle between mystery moves and technical moves. The British have a style of doing a little bit shorter mystery moves, but getting all those technical points where Taft and Clay are mystery move experts. It's going to be awesome to watch it shake out. I'm excited to see who's going to be crowned world champion today.
Absolutely. Can Clay do it again? I'm not too sure. Alex Edwards has been on that second step of the podium at least 2 times that I can remember. So he really would love to get onto that top step. And I know Taft Sibley came here wanting to win. He's currently in silver medal spot. He is a mystery move specialist. He's been at a few world championships. He now knows what he has to do to get there. Let's see if he's got it for us. His mysteries are absolutely amazing.
Yeah, Clay also has been working on some new trophy move. He has the whirly bird in the dark side. We'll see if he's going to pull these out in the finals. It's going to be awesome to watch. I know Sam never stops moving his boat. He's got so many clean technical moves. All of these Great Britain paddlers are amazing. They're going to be in front of their home crowd. They're going to have the home field advantage. They've been out here. They know where the deep spots are. They know how to stay under the water, reading the surges and the boils. It's going to be a battle against all the powerhouses.
Absolutely. Some of the best in freestyle squirt boating are here. They're in the eddy. They're ready to go. I can hear the arena announcers getting things going up there. We're just a few minutes away. Our great TV production company here partnering with us to try and bring this live to the world with you guys, and also filming here at the venue. We've got a great crowd all set up in this beautiful home Pierpoint Country Park at the Whitewater Center. It's the National Water Sports Center and the National Whitewater Center. It's an amazing facility. They got climbing walls, they've got cycling, they've got sailing, they've got the big regatta lake. They also have accommodations and a restaurant bar all on site for all of this. There's a cafe where I know that people have been getting ice cream and beer. They brought in a hamburger food truck and french fries, ice cream. It's all here as we ramp up through the week at this freestyle festival here in Nottingham, England.
Yeah, I've been here for about a month and a half now, and I've enjoyed every second of it. They've built a really, really good venue to hold a World Championships. They got amazing grandstand seating with this amazing grass hill that all the spectators are sitting on. They have an amazing squirt scene that these guys are able to throw down. Audie threw the all-time highest score yesterday, so there's potential to break 2,000 points in the squirt boating arena. The freestyle feature twin has produced some big scores. Tomas throwing a 1,600-point ride. So did Rob Crow. Home Pure Point is where it's at.
Absolutely. Somebody told me this course was built in the early 70s and is 50 years old. They did a renovation of it about 10 or 12 years ago. It's been pretty cool meeting some of the people that have worked here for years and years and hang out with them here in Great Britain. Some of them have been around forever and are now judging or announcing here in the announcing booth. It's pretty amazing to see the community of freestyle come together here, bringing one world to this freestyle competition.
Yeah, the Young Guns competition they had a few days ago, there was 60 kids out on the water. They were all fired up on freestyle. The legacy that this Whitewater Park is building is absolutely amazing. The sport of freestyle is not dead here in Nottingham, England. They are producing some of the best freestyle paddlers in the world. It's going to be amazing to see some of the juniors that are coming out of this venue.
Absolutely, and let's bring that back all the way around to the top 5 male squirt boaters here in Nottingham, England this year at the 2022 World Championships. It is a battle between Great Britain and the United States. Currently, our first paddler will be Sam Wilson of Great Britain. Second will be Jamie Austin of Great Britin. Then Clay Wright of the USA, the reigning world champion, followed by Taff Sibley of the USA and Alex Edwards. So first on the water will be Sam Wilson of Great Britain.
He's smiling. He's stoked to start his finals campaign. 3 rides these athletes are going to get. The best one is going to count. Sam paddling out to the deep spot in the eddy, getting ready to start his technical ride. I'm excited to watch. Matt, how big do you think this is going to be?
This is one of my favorite paddlers to watch. He is so smooth as he starts off right away with a nice clean in, linking it around in a tricky woo. He's getting some splits in there. Nice big split. Oh, pulls it around almost past vertical for a tricky woo. Doing a woo tricky. There it is. Brings it around right into a nice past vertical washout. Moves back into the sweet spot into the eddy. Resets, going past vertical. Going for that screwing around, throwing it all the way around. And those 4 past vertical bow and stern screws as he goes for the screwing around in the other direction. Moving around, he's got 20 seconds left. Lots of past vertical ends. He looks back at the clock. He is ready to go. He wants this. He's got 12 seconds left on the clock as he moves up into the squeeze or the seam. He works it down under the water, getting his head just under the water, getting huge flying fish, getting some one-arm bandits right at the end there. Another solid ride from Sam Wilson of Great Britain.
Yeah, solid ride for sure. I think he was a little rushed on that mystery move there, so he didn't get the drop that he was looking for, but still putting a solid ride in, over 1,000 points already, and the judges are still tabulating it all up. Sam, I don't think has ever stopped smiling in his life. He's always having fun. He's always enjoying the water, no matter how it is outside. Sam over 1,064 points. Is it going to turn green there? Is it going to go up even more? We'll have to see what it's going to be.
That's right, Mason. Our first rider of the day breaking 1,000 points here. 1,064 is the official score, putting him in first place. That is a solid first ride on the board. These guys are going to get 3 rides. Best one counts.
Yeah, Sam just set the tempo for the whole crew. He said, if you want to beat me, you got to go over 1,000 points. That 1,000 point barrier is a big barrier to break. But I know all of these guys that are in this heat definitely can. Next up, we're going to have Jamie Austin of Great Britain. He's opting to use the hand paddles. Unlike some of the other athletes, he wants a really big mystery move, still able to do a lot of the technical moves with the hand paddle. It's going to be awesome to watch. I'm excited. He's sliding off the ramp into the water, waiting for a thumbs up from the head judge, Paul Shep.
Absolutely. Jamie Austin of Great Britain, a veteran squirt boater. using hand paddles, as you said, making it easier once you're under the water to keep the boat moving and down, but a little bit harder to initiate and definitely more difficult with the freestyle moves. But let's see what he's got for us. He's out there in the middle. I think he's got the thumbs up. He's maybe talking to the judges, letting them know what he's going to do as he gets ready to go. Our second competitor here in the men's squirt kayak finals. Sorry, I almost said semifinals. We're at a finals now here. We're going to be crowning a world champion in just a couple rides, which is pretty amazing to see. Our reigning world champion, Clay Wright, will be coming up soon. Let's see what we got here from Jamie Austin. As he works his way, he is under the water. Counted off, 3, 4, getting 20 points per second with a big exit black attack there, as we like to call those, into a couple of nice vertical ends. Going for the tricky woo. Going for some clean ends into a washout. Going past vertical into a screwing around. All right, getting those 4 past vertical, past 110-degree ends to link it together into a screwing around. Going in the other direction. Looks like he's going to go for a tricky woo in the opposite direction. Keeping his hands nice and high, cleaning it up. Going for a bow screw into a stern screw. Getting that screwing around. He's got 8 seconds left on the clock. He's going to go for the one-arm bandit. He's going to go for the one-arm bandit maybe in the other direction. There it is, right at the buzzer. Another solid ride from Jamie Austin of Great Britain.
Wow, his boat never stopped moving. He got a solid mystery move in that one too. I think that's going to add such a big multiplier to his ride. Already 826 points. There it goes, boom, over that 1,000-point barrier. 1,146 points. I have a feeling it's going to go up a little bit more. What an amazing first ride by Austin. He matched the energy Sam put out there. So now all the pressure is on Clay for his next ride. 1,146.67 for Jamie's first ride. Now the defending world champion, Clay Wright.
All right. As you can see, Jamie Austin score 1,146.67 points, moving in the top of the leaderboard at this point in time. Still 3 more paddlers to go here in this first round of the men's kayak squirt at the 2022 ICF Canoe Freestyle World Champions. We're going to be crowning a world champion here soon. The 2019 reigning world champion, Clay Wright, about to start his ride. 60 seconds on the clock. Let's see what he's got for us. Choosing to go for his mystery move first. As Clay drops, he is gone. All right, he is having a great mystery move. Let's see where he pops up. Maybe he's just going to disappear for the whole time. Big flying fish exit move, bringing it right back into the eddy. Let's see what Clay has for us here now. I think he must have figured something out. He's going for some clean splits. Going to clean split in the other direction, slinging it around into a cartwheel. Looking to start his tricky woo, maybe clean. There it is. Going for a woo tricky. Going past vertical into a screwing around. There it is. Getting those 4 past vertical ends. Bow stern to Schuster's. Linking it in the other direction. Maybe trying for a changing around there. Oh, there goes the whirly bird, as he wants to call it. Maybe looking for that trophy move right at the end of his ride. We'll see what the judges call that.
Yeah, that was that trophy move we were talking about earlier, the whirly bird. The judges say they have never seen anything like that before. We'll see what they score it. Hopefully gives Clay a big ride. There it is. It's bumping up. Wow. Clay, an amazing first ride. We know he can score more than the 1,100 that's showing up now. Maybe, oh, it's bumping up. Is it enough to dethrone Jamie from that top position right now? I'm not too sure. He's getting a talking to from Claire O'Hare, former world champion, amazing squirt boater as well. those judges are probably going to have a good long talk about what that whirlybird was and how are they going to score it. Oh, looks like they just added it in. Clay score. It's going to finally come in at 1,143.33 points. That puts him in second place as of right now, but we still have two amazing paddlers. They scored second and first in the previous round, so they are the last ones to go. They are able to see the scores that are put down now and top those to get on the leaderboard.
Absolutely, Mason. I'm looking at this, and the guys got to step it up because Ottilie is showing them how it's done still here. Our world champion women's squirt boater just had a 1,500-plus point ride in the women's final a few minutes ago, and now our men are all breaking the 1,000-point barrier, which is pretty amazing. But we have two more top riders to go from our semifinals. This is the first ride. Taft dropping in from above. He uses what we call a mush move to drop in. He comes in from above, tries to get under the eddy. Let's see what he's got for us, and he's gone. He is a mystery move specialist. This is what he does all the time. He spends most of his weekends squirt boating and doing mystery moves. There he goes. He pops up right in. He's still got 50 seconds left on the clock. Getting some nice vertical ends, looking nice and slicey as he moves his way up to the top. He's going to do the tricky woo, holding the back of his head to show that he's doing it clean, into some nice cartwheels. Taft having a pretty solid ride here. He wants to get back up to the top because he wants to do a second big mystery move. That is his goal. That is his plan. He's doing a bit of a spin there. He's got 15 seconds left. He's going to hustle up to the top. There he goes. Set it. He's going to initiate. He's got 4 seconds left. He goes down. He is underwater. Let's see what he's got. See how long he can go. It's after the buzzer. He's still scoring here because he initiated the mystery move before. The buzzer pops up just in front of the judges. A solid ride from Taft Sibley of the United States.
Wow, we saw some incredible mystery moves there. He gets 2 mystery moves, and it's for a combined time. So you see that multiplier bumping, and now his score started at 100. It's already at 500, now 800. It's going to keep going up 1,000. The judges are just typing in each second that he is in, and it multiplies his score. I wonder how high it's going to go. I know Taft can completely come out of the arena with a mystery move. He's going to stay in 4th spot with a 1,026.67 points. That's all right. He still has 2 runs to multiply on that, and it's going to be good.
Absolutely. He'll have 2 more rides. As me and you discussed before his ride, I think he needs to add a little bit more technical to those 2 mystery moves, and that's what's going to get him up onto that podium. He's currently sitting in 4th place with our top paddler from semifinals, Alex Edwards of Great Britain, coming up next. Multi-time silver medalist. He's never been on that top step. He's tasted the gold. He's come so close, but he's never had it hanging around his neck. Let's see what he's got for us here as he drops in to a mystery move, getting a head under, keeping it under for a few seconds, right away into a nice mystery exit. He's going to move quickly into the eddy, and he has an incredibly technical and precise freestyle ride for you here as he's going for great clean splits, trying to double up those moves by doing them clean, entering his tricky woo clean, so he'll also get the clean bonus on that tricky woo, into some beautiful fast snappy cartwheel ends. He sets back up. He wants to go in the other direction. Going for a clean cartwheel, clean split into a tricky woo. Nice big cartwheels. And there he goes. Goes for the clean washout into, or maybe it was a bow screw into the screwing around. And that, get nice and fast vertical. He's going to reset. Going for a clean bow screw, stern screw. Bow screw, stern screw. He initiated that move at the buzzer so he could keep it going for us. Another amazing ride from Alex Edwards of Great Britain.
Alex is a technician. You saw him link every single move. into the next. I don't know if that was his best he's ever done, but I know he can throw some bigger rides down. Around 900 points right now. We're waiting for that mystery multiplier to come in even more. Look, there's the score bumping up, 940 we're seeing right now. 1,156. Oh, it's back down. The judges are just making sure he has the right amount of points. There's that over 1,200 point score. Is it going to turn green there? Nope, even more points for Alex. There's a nice shot of all of our competitors. Yep, 1,230 points, moving him into the top honors. All right, as of the first rides, Tad in 5th, Sam in 4th, Clay in 3rd, Justin in 2nd, and Alex rounding up in 1st.
Yeah, that was our first ride. Definitely some solid scores on the board. Everybody solidly over 1,000 points here in our final, which is pretty amazing to see the consistency these athletes have and how close it's really going to be at this point in time. I think any single one of these guys could be on the top step of the podium. So it's anybody's game here as we move back to the top of the order with Sam Wilson of Great Britain on deck.
I completely agree with you when you said this is anyone's game. Who's going to throw the ride down today? Whose day is it? I'm waiting to see.
Looks like right now it's Sam Wilson's as he goes right into a ton, getting those heli bonuses. Nice big vertical ends. Looks like I've seen some splits and some clean splits with heli bonuses. Right now he's going for a split. Looks like he's going for a tricky woo. Can't get much more vertical than that. Sits around into a woo tricky. Yeah, there he goes. He's going past vertical right into the screwing around. Getting the bow screw to stern screw for past vertical ends to get that screwing around, the highest scoring move. Looks like he's going to go set up with 20 seconds left. He wants that mystery move. And there it is as he works his head under the water. And he's gone, bringing it up. Oh, maybe missed it, the exit move there, but getting the one-arm bandit in both directions with 5 seconds left. Looks like he's going to go for some cartwheels and some split wheels. There it is for Sam Wilson of Great Britain's second ride here at our men's Squirt Kayak Finals.
Yeah, he claimed that one with a huge fist pump. That was a super solid ride by Sam. We'll have to see where that puts him, but he's already at 750 points, and that squirt and that mystery multiplier hasn't even set in yet. I'm excited for it to go up. There it is, 936. It's probably going to go up even more. Yep, 1153. He's already beat his first ride score. Is it going to go up even more? 1131. He's staring up at that scoreboard. He wants to see it. 1,069. Is that going to be it? That would put him in second as of right now if it sticks.
Yeah, 1,169.33 points for Sam Wilson of Great Britain. Currently, that will move him up into second place in the silver medal position. Currently, he's sitting in 4th, so he's got to be happy with improving on his first ride. And there it is, 1,145.33, moving him up into a bronze medal position.
Wow.
Solid ride from our Great Britain paddler, Sam Wilson. He's got a big smile on his face down here in front of that big Jumbotron. You can see Mason and I in the announcing booth just downstream of the arena watching on a screen, and we can see some of the mystery exits here. Beautiful weather we've had here today. Not really typical of the British weather. We had that in the Squirt preliminaries with a lot of rain and wind. We were trying to hide in the box here. But amazing action here from our men's Squirt Kayak Finals.
Yeah, we have Jamie getting ready for his second ride. He's currently sitting in second place by 1 point. So close in between second and third right now. He's wanting to up his first ride score to get into those top honors. as you're saying, yeah, this is all super close. The top 4 are within 100 points of each other. That's about a trick and a half, or about 2 seconds underwater. It's going to be a tight one. I'm excited to see what Jamie does. He looks like he's going for the mystery move to start it off. He's dropping the bow down, and he's underwater.
There he's gone. Let's see how long he's under there. Nice big mystery exit with a couple of cartwheels. He's going to move back into the center of the eddy here, and he has a great freestyle ride as he goes into a couple of cartwheels, into a tricky woo, holding his hand nice and high to see that he's doing a clean. Oh, trying to clean up an end there. Getting over vertical. Wait a second. Is he going for a different tactic? I think he might be chasing what Taft does. I think he's going for a second mystery move. He wants to move up on that scoreboard, and he knows if he spends time underwater, he can score a lot of points. So here it is. Oh, not quite getting his head under, getting a nice mystery exit though. So unfortunately not getting any extra points for that mystery move, because he already had a head under mystery move and some underwater time, which scores 20 points per second. I know the more time you spend underwater, the more points you can get. And I don't know anybody who can score as many points as being underwater on the surface.
It's true. I think Jamie's going to stick with his first ride score. He came up shaking his head. He knew that probably wasn't his best ride, but that's all right. He still has one more after this. Yep, only 400 points for that second run. That's his throwaway ride. He's going to have short-term memory loss for this. He's going to forget about that second ride and move into his third with a clean slate, knowing that he can throw down a 13 to 1500 point ride. I'm ready to see it. But next, it's all about Clay Wright, our reigning world champion in the squirt boating class. Let's see what Clay has. He's watching the bubbles there. He's watching the seam. He knows how to go deep and get the most amount of mystery out of anyone. Let's see Clay Wright go.
That's right, this guy can go down. He's a multi-time world champion in the squirt boat category, getting his head under, coming up, trying a flying fish, not quite getting it out of the water. Clay wants to move up into a medal spot or defend his world championships, as he's getting some great, clean, vertical ends going here. There he goes, trying to get it in the opposite direction, really cleaning it up as he's hitting the bottom of the river as he moves back into the sweet spot. There he is, gonna go for a tricky woo, bringing it around, getting some ends, going for a woo tricky, bringing it around, finishing it off nice and strong with a nice vertical end. He's got 15 seconds left. I think he's gonna try to go for what he knows could be the winning move, and that is to disappear and leave the arena underwater.
It's very true. His first mystery wasn't the best, so he's going for this one for the even longer. Time expires, but his mystery move still counts.
There he goes, getting a better mystery exit as well, so that's going to help up his score. I'm not sure it's going to get him up into those medal slots. Hard to say. Jamie Austin in second, Alex Edwards up in first, Sam Wilson having a solid ride as well in the bronze medal spot. Let's see what the judges have to say about that one.
Yeah, it's going to be tight for sure. Around 8:03 right now. We'll see how it all shakes out. But I think Clay is going to try and take advantage of his third ride and go for some big mystery moves there, and maybe clean up his technical tricks to leave it even more. Trying that trophy move again, 883.33 points for Clay's second ride. That's all right. He still has one more. All right, next up, his fellow countryman, Taft. We'll see how he goes. Taft, can he get some big mystery moves? He needs a little bit more technical points, but I know he can do it. Matt knows he can do it. We'll
Absolutely. Taft's tact, I like it, of starting upstream. His time doesn't start until he initiates the mystery move. So he's able to, from coming from upstream, he's able to drop down under the water faster than anybody else. So he gets under faster, so he starts his clock a little bit faster, giving him just that little bit of extra time to fit in a few more moves, or maybe some time underwater.
100%. It looks like Alex might be copying his tactic too. He was getting it up there. But it's all about Taft right now. He's lining it up. Let's see what he has for us. And there he goes. He's down.
He is gone. Let's see how long he's going to spend underwater. He is definitely one of the strongest mystery move paddlers in the world. He is gone. He's been out there for a long time. Oh, he might not be able to make it back into the arena with that one. He's just going to do some moves. I think he's outside the arena, so unfortunately he won't be able to score these moves, but he's just throwing it for the crowd anyway. Solid ride from Taft. That was a big mystery move. Not exactly what he was hoping for, but pretty solid ride for Taft Sibley.
Yeah, definitely not what he was looking for. I know he wanted to do one a little bit shorter mystery move, do some technical moves, and then go down. That was run number 2 for Taft, so he'll still have one more ride after that. It's all right. It's okay. It's like these other guys. It looks like round 2 for most of these guys was their throwaway ride, but again, we still have one more in the second runs, and then we'll start all over for the last runs of this men's finals. How do you think it's going to shake out, Matt? You think we're going to have a lead change? You think Alex is going to put up an even higher score?
At this point in time, as I said earlier, it's just about anyone's game. Look at those scores. They're all well over 1,000 points for all 5 of these athletes. Alex Edwards on the top at 12:30 as he looks like he's maybe getting ready there. Yep, they haven't told him he's got the thumbs up yet. Splashing a little water on his face, getting ready to go for his second ride of 3 here in our men's Squirt final. We're going to be crowning a world champion here in just a few minutes. Medal ceremony will be after the Squirt event here for both the Squirt men's and ladies, as Alex Edwards drops in, getting his head under into some nice cartwheel exit moves. He's going to move into the eddy. He knows he needs to get some strong points on the board as he does some nice clean cartwheels into a clean spit wheel, holding that paddle nice and high, getting the ends nice and vertical, really selling it to the judges. Unfortunately, getting a paddle tap there, so won't score that move as clean. Trying to get set up. There we go, into some clean cartwheels, into a split with a heli wheel, into a tricky woo, trying to multiply up that tricky woo score into the screwing around. He's going past vertical. He's got 15 seconds left on the clock as you hear that buzzer in the background. Now 8 seconds. Going screwing around in the other direction, really adding up those points. Huge finish for Alex Edwards of Great Britain.
Wow. Alex showing us why he is on top right now. He's sucking some wind right there. I don't think his boat ever stopped moving. He is an animal. Look, 840 points. It's still going up to 920. What's it going to stop at? Is it going to break that 1,000-point barrier? Yep, there it is. It's going to keep going up, I think. Is it going to stop at 1,000? Getting pulled back up on the carpet there.
All right, we're at 1,013.33. When you see the 3-3, that means one of the judges hasn't put their score in, or they don't believe that the athlete got that particular move. That's why there's more than one judge on the stand. We're going to see 3 judges plus our head judge, Paul Shep, out there. Paul has a tiring job. He's here all week up there. I've been having breakfast with him pretty much every morning before he comes down here to the whitewater course. It's been pretty entertaining hearing the behind-the-scenes chatter with the ICF officials, as well as our sport presentation guys. A lot of fun. And all of these guys are old friends of mine that I used to compete with, as well as we wait for Alex Edward of Great Britain's score to be tallied up by those judges.
Yeah, it's already over 1,100. Still not beating his first ride score, but we'll see if it goes up another 100 points. It will. Oh, it's still going up. Only 4 points under what he scored last time. Is it going to break it? Oh, it went back down. There's no telling what's it going to stop at. Those judges have to make sure each trick he did met the definition that is on the score sheet so they can give him that points. 1,146 points. He's going to stick with his first ride score, but still, that's a really high score. Okay, back up to the top of the order. These are the last runs for the World Championships. If you want to be on top of the podium, you need to throw down right now. Visualize, trust your training, and just go for it.
Absolutely. I'm seeing a few people there that want to move up onto the podium. It's not often in a squirt competition you don't see Clay Wright on the podium. He's currently in 4th. Taft Sibley has potential to be on any step of the podium, as well as Clay. But so do the 3 guys that are currently sitting in medal positions. So this is one of the tightest squirt finals I've ever gotten to see. So let's see what Sam Wilson, who came into this finals in 5th position, has to say about all of this.
Yeah, right now the Brits are dominating. I have to say the U.S. are probably going to try and change that, but right now Sam is ready to show us why he is in 2nd position, starting off with some nice vertical cartwheels, doing a split wheel, right into some more, looking for that tricky woo. Kenny spinning around, just going a little over vertical, right into some cartwheels there, going into a woo tricky, going clean into some more cartwheels. He's lining it up, looking for some more trick cartwheels, getting the heli bonus on that split wheel, heli bonus on the other split wheel, going into some over vertical ends, doing some screwing around into a bow screw, into a stern screw, washing it out, going into some more over vertical ends. He's charging up to the top. He's going to try and drop it one more time. 5 seconds. Can he get up to the drop to get in? Yes, he can. He is underwater. Sam with the big exit move. Wow.
Definitely going for a different tactic, getting all those freestyle points on the board with those surface moves and then dropping into a mystery move.
Sam put his whole heart into that last ride. Is it going to be enough to up his first ride? We will have to see. He's coming down to watch the big screen. We're giving him fist bumps over here at the announcer's booth. Wow.
Yeah, you can see us in the British Canoe trailer just behind, waving there for the screen, calling it as we see it, as our judges judge. We're seeing over 1,000 points for Sam Wilson. A little bit of a replay of his mystery move there, popping up with a nice, what we call a flying fist, maybe getting a mystery exit on the score sheet there as he tabs up. Beautiful setup there for a tricky woo as he, maybe didn't quite pull that one around, so he brings it into a nice cartwheel for us. Loving the instant replays going on, those beautiful snappy ends of Sam Wilson as we wait for the judges to tally up this score. He's at 1,062, not quite his current bronze medal performance. Let's see if things are going to change and moves up. I have a feeling that score might go up a little bit, although his mystery move wasn't really that long, so not getting a ton of points for that, and maybe not getting the full 2 times mystery multiplier because he wasn't underwater for very long. That's all what the judges have to sort out right now. Mason and I can't make that call.
It's all about what the judges see in that moment. It's what they're going with, that gut instinct. He's over the 1,100 point barrier, but is it going to break that 1145 that he put down first? No one will know till he goes through. Oh, we see a 1,300. He could move into the top position, put some pressure on these guys. Is it going to stick? We just have to wait and see. Oh, it's going back down to 1192. It's still put him in first position.
Seeing that 1292 flashing on the screen in yellow. When it turns green, that's what their official score will be. So Sam Wilson biting his nails here in the eddy. His coach, Dennis Newton, is down there watching. 1292 will be the score. He is currently in first place because he's fallen in the river. Sliding out a little bit of that rock slime. Hopefully he's okay. He's got a big smile on his face. He knows he's got nothing else he can do about that. That score is going to stay. He has done his 3rd and final ride, coming from 5th position, coming into this finals, moving all the way up currently in first place, but there's 4 more paddlers to go that might have something to say about this. And I must say, every single one of them has a possibility of being on the top step later on in our medal ceremony.
100%. Jamie's going right into it, dropping down into that mystery move.
All right, we got Jamie Austin of Great Britain currently underwater doing a mystery move. There's a big, nice mystery exit into a couple of cartwheels as he backs it in to the nice sweet spot, nice deep spot here in the middle of the eddy. Lots of room to throw some big vertical ends right away. Going for some cartwheels into maybe a split wheel, making that split wheel a tricky woo as he brings it around, trying to clean up a couple ends into screwing around with those 4 passed vertical ends. There it is. He's going to maybe set that up in the other direction as he works around, going for tricky woo. There it is, selling it to the judges with nice vertical ends. And he goes past vertical, past vertical, past vertical. 8 seconds left as he's moving down towards, I think we're going to see he's been doing a bunch of one-arm bandits, and there it is. Going for that one-arm bandit right at the buzzer. Another solid ride from Jamie Austin from the home country of Great Britain.
Yeah, solid ride by Jamie there. 400 and 900, and the score's just going up. That shows you how important that mystery move is. Sam opting for 2. Over 1,000 points. We got some replays. Look at that beautiful exit move of the mystery. He's over 1,000 points, but he needs to get over that 1,100 point barrier to up his score and maybe move into second position. It's not going to break his first ride score, so he's going to stick with that. He got a 1,026, but he's in third as of right now, but we still have 3 other paddlers that can say something about that. Next up, back to the United States of America, Clay Wright.
Yeah, it's not often you see Clay not on the leaderboard, as I said earlier. Well, he's on the leaderboard, but he's not in a medal position currently. He's wearing that world champion bib. He is a reigning world champion, 2-time. He won 2 times recently. He won in 2017 and in 2019. He'd like to add another gold medal to that. But right now, he needs to get himself up onto any step of the podium. Let's see what Clay has for us as he works his way out to the seam, charks in and drops nice and deep under the water. He went down really quick. Let's see if he can stay under. This is a solid mystery move so far. Hopefully he can work his way back into the arena. He is gone. Big flying fish. He's right on the edge of the arena. Can he get back in? Oh, there. Big mystery right off the bat. He's working his way in. He's still got 35 seconds to show what he has here on the surface. Nice tricky woo. Hitting bottom into a woo tricky. And then into some cartwheels. He's going to go in the other direction with some pass verticals with a screwing around. Nice 4 points, getting lots of scores on the border. He does it changing around, going now in the other direction. Adding it up. Clay is having a solid ride here. This should maybe get him up onto the podium. He's got 2 seconds left as he goes and change it around in the other direction. Oh, he's going for that whirly bird right at the buzzer. Cool move from Clay Wright of the United States. Wow. This has been an action-packed final here in our men's squirt kayak. Let's see if that's enough for Clay to move up onto the podium.
Talk about drama. Clay Wright saving it for the last ride. I'm already seeing a 1,286 point ride. He is right underneath Sam. Is it going to go up a little bit more? I'm seeing a 1,460. Is that going to put Clay in the top ride? He had an amazing drop on his mystery move at the beginning and then didn't stop moving for his technical ride. Oh my gosh, Clay Wright.
Clay making it a cliffhanger here, saving it to his last ride. He's got 1,460 points, 1,473 1486, 67. As the judges are adding it up, they're counting their fingers and toes, making sure they got everything correct here. 1486, 67, which moves Clay up to the top spot here. I'm not surprised, to be honest with you, Mason, that that's where we see Clay here. But one thing that guarantees him right now, I believe, is a medal. What color it is still can be changed by these last two paddlers left to go. Taft Sibley, also of the USA, and Alex Edwards. Alex has got to be screaming right now because he's almost tasted that gold on so many occasions. Let's see what he's got for us here in just a few minutes, but we've got Taft up next.
This is what we love to see, drama. Clay Wright moving into the top position, and we have our top two athletes still to come. Tad, mystery move expert. Alex, technician. Who's going to be able to pull it out in this last ride? This is what all these guys train for. Can they put it down in the moment? Is the pressure going to get to them? Are they going to use the pressure to the advantage? All we can do is watch and see if Taft is going to be able to throw down. Come on, buddy. Let's see you get that long mystery move and some technical points.
There it is. Taft is gone. He charks in with that mush move from above. Getting under the water right away, faster than anybody as he comes up in the arena. He knows that he's got to throw down some technical moves here. And then I have a feeling we might see Taft try another mystery move. That's what he wants to do. He's got a solid mystery on the board already. He's going for that head hold for his tricky woo, getting some cartwheels going here. Let's see what else he's got for us as he starts going vertical in the other direction, getting cartwheels both directions. Got a tricky woo. He's going to go for the tricky woo in the other direction. So he pulls it around. Oh, not quite getting it there. He's got 15 seconds on the clock. Does he have enough time to work his way up to the top? 9 seconds. Looks like he's there. Right at 5, 4, 3, 2. He's got to get under the water right at the buzzer. He does.
Oh my gosh.
It's all up to how long can he hold his breath right now. Taft can work his way downstream. I'm looking upstream. He's coming downstream towards me right now. He is gone. Where is he? This might move him to the top of the podium. There he is with a mystery exit down at the judges. Absolutely amazing ride from Taft Sibley as he makes his way by the hole here. I don't know. I haven't seen anything like that in the World Championships.
Oh my
I have no idea
gosh.
what that's going to score right now, but I know you can't score as many points on the surface as you can under the water. And he was under the water more than anybody else. Oh, look at that. He's challenging
13.
for the he is challenging for that podium. 13.93 will put him in silver medal position. He is putting the pressure on these other athletes right now, pushing last silver medalist Alex Edwards off the podium. So right now, we could say that Taft is going to have a medal. But what color is it? I know there's a lot of people at home in America that are cheering for these squirt boaters right now. It's pretty amazing to see.
Oh my gosh. This is the final ride of our finals. Alex is the only one who can change Clay's gold around his neck. What is he going to do? He's going to do some technical moves. He's going to drop the mystery move. This is nerve-wracking. I'm on the edge of my seat. I think everyone else here is. This is going to be amazing. Here goes Alex's final ride of the World Championships.
Absolutely. Alex drops under the water. Ooh, not getting quite a good mystery. He's going to have to work back in here and show us what he's got in his technical ride. He is a technician. If there's anybody who can do it, it is him. Right away, getting those clean moves, bringing it around into a tricky woo. Going for the helibosen, going for that tricky woo into some cleans in the other direction. There's that tricky woo. I've been memorizing his ride, and there it is, into some cartwheels as he goes past swirl into a clean split with heli bonus. All right, I think he wants to set up. We're going to see him going for a woo tricky. He likes to link his woo tricky into some past vertical ends. Let's see, he's cleaning it up. Clean entry to his past vertical there, getting a washout as he cleans up, going for a bow screw in the other direction, as he goes for a screwing around. There it is, getting the bow screw to stern screw to make it a screwing around. I'm going to have to say, I don't think that's enough to move him up. It's been a while since Alex Edwards hasn't been on a podium. That is a solid podium there. Clay Wright, I think, is going to be our world champion again, unofficially. I'm not the judge, but that's what I'm calling right now. Let's see where it's going to be. 14:86.6 seconds is the score to beat. I think Alex is he's coming down past us here at Twin Wave. He's going to look up at the screen, but I think he already knows it's not going to be enough for him to dethrone, as they still tally up the scores. 1008.33 right now. Alex is 12:30, maybe what's going to stand for him, although he's at 12:29 and going up. Is this going to get him up onto the medals?
Right now he is tied with Sam, so then they would defer to who had the second highest score. Are we going to have a tie?
Well, he's 14:06. Oh, Alex moving up. Maybe pushing his countryman Sam Wilson off the podium. Wow, these are some of the closest scores I've seen in a long time. He might push Taft Sibley down into the bronze medal position. I wasn't quite expecting that, but he is a technician. Those were some amazing moves.
He threw a lot of clean moves in there, trying to get every single bonus he could get. It is all up to the judges now. They hold the fate in their hands. What did their eyes see? What was tapped into those iPads? All we can do is wait. This is amazing. I'm on the edge of my seat. I can't say it anymore. This is awesome.
I think history's repeating itself right now, and we're going to see Clay Wright as our world champion, and our silver medalist Alex Edwards will be on that second step of the podium, which puts Taft Sibley in the bronze medal position. I know Taft wanted to be on the top. He was saying he was pushing for the top, but I think he'll be pretty happy to take him a medal to the USA. Wow, the judges are sure taking their time to tally this one up. They must be counting all those fingers and toes on all three of their feet and hands.
They really are.
We are definitely waiting for it here. This is pretty amazing to watch. We're going to be moving on to our medal ceremony just after this, so please don't leave. We'll be presenting the medals for 1, 2, and 3. Gold, silver, and bronze for our men's and ladies squirt kayak here at the ICF Canoe Freestyle World Championships 2022. We're at the home Pierpoint County Park here in Nottingham, England, at this beautiful National Water Sports Center. They call this the National Water Sports Park. It's been here for over 50 years. And there's the official score for Alex Edwards, 1,444 points, moving him into silver medal position. I think when he floated down past us in the eddy, he looked up at the board. He wasn't expecting that to happen, but it's not over until the judges sign the judge sheet and pointed on Clay Wright's spraying the champagne. That's right, he is at 3-peat world champions here. He won in Argentina in 2017, short Spain in 2019, and here in Nottingham, England in 2022 in our well, I can't say the pandemic's over, but after the major COVID shutdowns and postponing the 2021 World Championships, Clay is going to be hanging a gold medal on his chest tonight here in Nottingham, England. I'm going to pass it over to Mason, who's going to be joined by Dave Hojo, to bring you guys this medal ceremony as Clay disappears in the eddy. He's underwater. He's going to make his way underwater all the way to the medal ceremony. As he comes up, beautiful flying fish. Awesome rides from Clay Wright and all the other paddlers here at our finals today. I'm moving on to a medal ceremony. Signing off, Matt Hamilton here from Nottingham, England.
Alrighty, all these athletes are going to start making their way down to the podium. Another amazing thing, Clay Wright is going to have a bye to the next World Championships, which are going to be held in the United States of America in Columbus, Georgia. He's going to be stoked to be able to represent his country at home. I know he will be. Well, the U.S. has their first gold. Great Britain's going to grab a silver, and we're going to round out the third place with another American, Taft. He'll be excited with that. What an amazing finals we had with some high-scoring rides. Just getting ready for everyone to move down here to this medal ceremony. Hojo's coming into the tent here. He was up there announcing.
Well, that was exciting.
That was so exciting. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. Clay saving it for the end of his last ride to throw down a 14.86 to secure his gold medal.
Absolutely, and actually all three of the top performers brought it at the end. Clay started out strong but got put into third place, and as the runs went on, all the other paddlers started to bring their best, knock Clay down to fourth place, and then there, right at the bottom of the rides, they were able to come back and just throw some really big runs. Clay securing it with a 14.86, but Taft coming from the very bottom, missing that second ride with a mystery that flushed, and there's a flush line down below the judges. They establish if you go past this point, you are out. So Taft, in his second ride, really scored a paltry 573 points. Jamie as well in his second ride couldn't really bring anything up. And these guys were up in 1, 2, 3 at one point in time. There was going to be a GB sweep had it not been for Taft and Clay bringing it right at the end.
It was an amazing thing to watch. I was so excited just to see these guys pour all their heart and soul into this. They've trained forever. They had their ride planned for months. These are the best guys in the world. They were excited to showcase it on the world stage.
That's right. This is awesome. So we're going to be transitioning for a moment. It's take a while. The Squirt venue is significantly upstream of awards, not to mention slightly upstream of the main feature. So everything gets placed upstream for this, and now we're all picking up stakes, moving downstream for our awards ceremony, and these will be the first medals handed out. Of course, over in the women, we saw a wonderful, wonderful performance by Audie Robinson-Shaw. She established herself not only as the top woman, but as the top scorer, both in qualifiers, prelims, and here in finals. Her preliminary rides, or her semifinal rides, set an ICF record.
It's crazy. Audie coming in, competing in every single discipline there is this year. She's doing K1, C1, and Squirt. The only one she's not doing is OC1, but she has potential to win medals in every single discipline she is kayaking in. To see her so dominant is absolutely amazing, and we know that the future in freestyle kayaking is safe. Yeah, I think Audie's score might have actually beat all the men. I just have to check that. Hojo, did Audie's score beat all the men's scores for the finals?
Absolutely. So in the women's final, top score, Audie takes 1,600 points, which is 200-ish points, not quite 200, 100 and maybe 40 points more than Clay's top score. And in the women's category in general, they really had nice, high, tight scores in the second and third place position with 994 and 915. And actually in the men's, really close scores as well. Between first and third place, we're less than 100 points.
Wow.
So, and you want that at this caliber, right? You want a competition where, sure, Audie ran away with it in the women's. She is an amazing paddler. The other women still had very respectable scores, though you want to see the best of the best coming out here. And generally speaking, if they're close together, you know you've got the best in the world really having to work as hard as possible to beat the next guy. And in this case, with the men's, it was just a nail biter, especially us for the United States here, watching the U.S. paddlers get bumped to the bottom, watching GB take that top sweep spot for a while. And it's exciting for those guys. You should see just the fervor here as the organizers, as the athletes, as the spectators all hold on to their seats watching, and it's all up to the athletes, all up to them, and we're right at the end, and they shake things up.
Yeah, it's all who can perform when that pressure is on. I mean, this was the World Finals. How much of a bigger stage can you get? These guys throwing down some of the highest scores we've seen in squirt boating. What an amazing venue we have here. We're lucky to be here at the World Championships. Home Pier Point is doing an amazing job at hosting it. The ICF, as always, doing an amazing job. Jacko Jackson has been organizing this and putting together this whole event. We are lucky to have him. We're just wrapping things up, getting ready for this medal ceremony to start. We're going to officially crown our new world champion, Audley Robinson-Shaw, and give Clay his three-peat of winning 2017, 2019, and now 2022.
Absolutely. And, you know, this class started out first thing Monday morning in the worst possible weather. Now, for the paddlers, it's not as important. They're going to get wet anyway. For the spectators, it just was miserable. So we powered through those preliminaries. We really got a lot of rides out of the way. And then they went into semifinals yesterday and then finals today. And they're doing such a great job of carrying this competition through. Home Pier Point, of course, just amazing. The ICF as well, bringing this to the arena along with British Canoeing. And then we couldn't do it without our partners, you know, Direct Business Solutions. They're really helping out with the live stream. These events are all over the world. And while a lot of British people can show up here, Irish, mainland Europe, Canada, the U.S., Japan, you know, quite far away. So we need to be able to broadcast this out so these athletes can show their supporters at home, their families and friends. Everyone wants to participate. And what a great time we live in where we can live stream this quite well compared to what it would have been 5 or 10 years ago where, yeah, we would see videos after the fact, but you really couldn't see the whole event. And so just now we got done watching the women's and men's finals. Just a great show of squirt boating. This feature, too, quite a neat feature. It can be very difficult to find a good feature that's within range of the freestyle hole, and by rule, they need to be somewhat close to each other.
100%. This is a man-made whitewater park. So they built this feature in the 90s, but reconfigured it over in 2000. This squirt seam is man-made, so it's a concrete course. These athletes know where the deep spots are. They know how to get underwater. But it sounds like our award ceremony is about to start. I hear the music playing. Everyone's gathering around. Let's sit by and watch this happen. Yeah, weather's great. Looks like some clouds are rolling in, but for most part today we had some awesome.
We're going to move into the live feed now. All right, we're going to monitor this now. We have in the live feed booth here, we're going to listen to Matt Hamilton, who is one of our lead announcers, present the medals for this round. So we will tune in as he begins to speak. We're going to cut out. It might be a touch abrupt, but here we go. We are seeing now the medal presenters as they come down. These are local individuals who will present honors to our athletes, and there are our athletes right there behind us. In the women's class, of course, we will hear about them.
The ICF bronze medalist from Japan, Hitomi Kikaku.
official medals being handed out by Luis, Vice President of the ICF. Japan's proud Hitomi, also a competitor in the surface boats. She will be competing further on as the competition goes on.
The ICF silver medalist from Great Britain, Tamsin McConkey.
Tamsin, of course, is no stranger to squirt boat. She's come and competed before in the world stage, and this represents a Great Britain 1 and 2 position. She will be representing Great Britain in C1 Women's as well, which is a brand new discipline brought here for gender equity.
And our world champion and gold medalist from Great Britain, Tali Robinson Shaw.
And they are very happy. Audie was the favorite to win this.
Audie is competing in every event possible here. She's doing C1, K1, and Squirt. I know she wants gold for every single event. This is her starting her road to that.
All right, and now we should stand by. I believe they're going to play the national anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, our champions, and please rise for the national anthem of Great Britain. Ladies and gentlemen, please show recognition for our 2022 ICF Canoe Freestyle World Champions.
What an amazing show we had put on by these women. Now we're going to move into the men's class where we're going to be officially crowning our world champion.
And as you already know, if you've been tuned in, Clay Wright taking it for the 3rd time.
Alex Edwards in 2nd, and then Taff.
Congratulations to our medalists.
They're still getting set up here for the men's medals. Again, spectacular final right at the last rounds, all tossed up. It was going to be a GB sweep. Great Britain was super excited, and then upsetting them is Clay and Taff. Taff did that amazing mystery move, flushing on the 1st or the 2nd ride, bringing it to bear on the last one. And then Alex getting knocked all the way off the podium for a short time, and then fighting his way back up to take that 2nd place spot.
Yeah, Alex has gotten silver in a bunch of worlds. He'll be excited for this one, but I know he'll be back for the next World Championships trying to grab that gold medal. But huge congrats to Clay Wright for showing why he is the best squirt boater in the world. He's such a technician. He knows how to get under the water and stay under. Huge congrats to Clay Wright.
Yeah, it was quite an amazing final for these guys. Again, we're just getting ready to award the medals to the men's squirt. We just saw the women's squirt medals. This is going to conclude our day here shortly, where we have had an exciting day. We began very early in the morning
with the C1 class.
That's correct. The C1 men's rolled right into C1 or K1 women's qualifiers, always a long class. Then moved into the OC semifinals, where we had a couple of big upsets, and yet people are enjoying their bid into semis. So here we go. Music's playing up. We should shortly see individuals marching in with medals and athletes soon to follow.
Class.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony of the ICF Canoe Freestyle World Championships 2022 will begin.
Again, this is one of the more enjoyable parts. If you partook in one of these medal ceremonies.
Yes, in short span. I was on top of the podium there. It's an amazing feeling. These guys are going to carry this on for the rest of their lives. No one can take this medal away from them. It's something that they're going to be proud of forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present our medalist for the men's squirt kayak. The medals will be presented by British Canoeing President Dee Patterson, accompanied by team leader from the USA. The ICF bronze medalist, Taft Sedley, USA.
And that is kind of a special thing because the team leader is also the significant other of the gold medalist. Really wonderful honor for both Clay and Andy, team leader, who's working really hard this event.
The ICF silver medalist, Alex Edwards of Great Britain. The ICF gold medalist and world champion from the United States of America, Clay Wright.
Third time, Clay Wright, also one of the pivotal coaches for all of Team USA. Surface boat competitor, squirt boater, all-around just great kayaker. All three of these individuals have worked so hard to get to this point. And it's just a wonderful time to see. We have our first champions of this 2022 Freestyle World Kayaking Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, please show recognition for the 2022 ICF Canoe Freestyle World Champions.
Alrighty,
Woo!
we have wrapped this day into the books, third day of competition, where we finally crown some of our champions. Please come back tomorrow. We're going to watch the prelims for junior men's K1, quarterfinals for women's K1 and men's K1. And we will see the finals in open canoe, and then also kicking off the Masters World Championships. So again, all these will take place tomorrow. We will be in day 4 of 6 days of competition. I am Hojo, here joined by Mason. We would like to bid everyone a good night, good morning, wherever you are.
And we'll see you guys later.